Black, you can go look in the comments. Vlad, you'll be disgusted. Well, if you were me, you would be. Black girls were swooning over the
Jake
fact.
Miller, Overnight, starring Simone Biles.
See?
Jake Miller was a singer?
Yeah, it's just some white guy that's supposed to be, you give him a haircut and he can be black if he sings the type of music like Usher or whatever.
I mean, I've never heard of this before until you mentioned it to me. It got 1.3 million views, which I'm sure having Simone Biles in the title probably got most of those views.
That's what I'm saying. So why would she, being who she was, have to help out this no-name white boy to the point of where in the comment section you see nothing but black girls talking about how beautiful they are and hope they are a couple. Even saying comments like their kids will be beautiful, which you always say about mixed couples. Those kids are going to be beautiful. Now, in saying this white boy has a white girlfriend he's been with for years. But they pretended he wasn't. And even if you watch the video, it's funny. He never does anything with her but holds her hand. When he's in the bed by himself. He doesn't do anything with her.
Probably because Simone Biles was for real.
You stupid.
No, not wrong. She says, but I'm saying, no. I'm not saying that they were
She gonna wear a thong and twerk.
No, what I'm saying is like, it didn't look like they were like a real couple. It just looked like she was his friend. But the black girls were saying,
well, she's
they're
definitely a love interest. I mean, I'm watching this right now.
Right. They do the whole.
I guess I don't see what the big deal with this.
No, the big deal is how the women reacted.
Okay.
Because you do the same thing. I don't know if you remember the Cheerios commercial. Well, all they showed was a mixed kid and a black dad. And black women went nuts and tried to get them to take the commercial down. It was the sweetest commercial. Black women were upset saying that they're tired of seeing their black men insinuating that they have to get a white woman in order for success. And it was a Cheerios commercial.
I didn't see this actual commercial, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, like if you can look at every time you see a black man with a white woman, there's a problem with it.
So, Serena Williams has a pretty exceptional body. So
honestly, I'll be honest.
No, she don't. Her body does not look. It just doesn't have that femininity to it. It does look kind of guyish. Them shoulders is kind of broad, like
You're not lying. You're not lying. You're not.
Bruh.
I'm not gonna sit here.
What you talking about?
She got stupid cake, and she always has. But yeah, the shoulders, the arm definition,
the face,
the size of the arms, even my nigga. She got.
And I love dark skinned girls.
And bro, what are you talking about?
But I'm just like, I don't know. That just ain't.
It's not the most appealing figure for my taste, and she's in great shape, tremendous shape. But just Just not my taste.
Like a 5.
Certain things because she has a body.
The ass though?
Oh, that ass.
You can't say that FloJo had the same type of body that Serena Williams has.
She didn't have the top half, but she had the bottom.
Yeah.
She wasn't quite as curvy.
Right?
Nah, for real though.
I would say that. I know who FloJo is, and yeah,
I'm old school.
Yeah, no, I mean FloJo was, and you also got to think that FloJo was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was the 80s. They weren't doing that.
Right. I mean, Sir Mix-a-Lot shouted her out, and Baby got back.
That's right.
I like my women like FloJo. So Serena Williams.
Baby got back.
I mean, you
got
have
shouted
social
out
media
now.
now.
No,
It's
you
sort of
had
like so when she's twerking in video, a lot of times it's on her own Instagram or whatever else. I don't particularly see a problem with it.
Baby got.
It just fits my narrative.
I think she's an attractive woman.
It just fits my narrative of the things that dark-skinned girls have to do to get attention.
Ooh.
They have to over-sexualize themselves like that, even though that's not their field.
You stupid.
She doesn't.
I mean, what Ronda Rousey did
Well, I agree with him, but what about Ice Spice? What about Lotto?
Well, you gotta understand though, like these women follow women who aren't even part of their culture. Like Nicki Minaj is Trinidadian, like Caribbean. Ice Spice is Latina. Is like there is no black female example in the rap game. Like think about it, Cardi B. She may say she's black, but she's really Latina.
Dominican,
Like she don't share your complexion. She don't share your look. Like give me a black female rapper that's actually Sexy Red. Sexy Red probably the best example of a black American female artist that's popping, and that's
she's doing exactly what Tommy is saying. You have to do as a black artist.
Be a fucking idiot,
bro.
naked photo shoot for Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, for everyone does that whole the body issue.
The body paint.
Yeah.
She was naked.
Yeah, but the guys are doing that.
That's not what I'm talking about. We're talking about women right now. She was naked. Ronda Rousey, the white UFC champion, although she's not the champion anymore, but at the time she was the biggest thing in UFC, male or female, was butt naked with body paint on in Sports Illustrated magazine. Serena Williams has never gone to that extreme.
Serena has done the body issue, ESPN the body issue, where she's naked
with a body paint.
No, she's just naked. Period.
But with her titties out.
Well, they do it in quote unquote a tasteful the same way of that, but they're naked. The ESPN the body is they're naked. That's the whole point of the ESPN the body.
Okay.
Issue.
Yeah.
But they
and I mean shit. That's been on for a while, and they just take like I guess tasteful photos of them nude. I mean, you can't really see anything, just kind of like the silhouette of their bodies, and they're kind of just highlighting like the world's most in shape athletes. That's exactly what it is.
So same thing with Ronda Rousey. Nudity tastefully is what they both have done. But the whole thing is when you're twerking, and these aren't things that, again, it just looks weird for someone who's her to have to do that. Just my opinion. It just looks weird that she would have to do this.
I don't think she has to do it. I think she's wildly successful.
Oh God, though, wasn't that bad?
She has more money than she'll ever be able to spend in her lifetime.
Because you'd have to ask yourself,
she's
why
going down as one of the greatest. If not, I mean,
she should be. I'm sorry, she should be the greatest at this point. People argue
is she the greatest?
Navratilova, but
hold on, greatest female tennis
player. You'll either get her or Navratilova.
Yeah, I mean, when it shows the list on Google, it's Serena Williams, Steffi Graf, Navratilova, Chris Evert, Venus Williams.
Like, yeah, I mean, you can maybe put somebody else up there because of their record or because of their accomplishments, but Serena Williams is definitely the most recognizable name. I would say not even in women's tennis, but in tennis by far. Like, come on now.
Oh, the Venus sisters are in...
one of Nike's biggest athletes ever. Like, bro, Serena, like, she's up there, like, top athletes of all time.
Nah, facts.
Top 5.
Right.
Both of them. I didn't realize Venus was as good.
Yeah,
I guess so.
If it wasn't for Serena, Venus would be number 1.
Right.
Usually her sister kept beating her.
Right.
But she's an amazing athlete.
Yeah, they did.
But then you have to ask yourself, why does the number 1 tennis player in the world make less money than the chick who was struggling to become a tennis player? Now the other one ended up getting good.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about
not Kornikova, but
got right.
Yeah.
Kornikova at one point, but then people realized she just really wasn't good. But she was the highest paid.
She was dating.
Yeah, make sure you like the video on YouTube.
You're talking about.
Appreciate y'all.
Hold on. Anna
Sergey.
No. Wait. At one point, she was dating Enrique Iglesias.
Oh yeah.
I mean, clearly this was an exceptionally pretty girl that was very marketable. That they capitalized off her looks.
So they're trying to make the other one look pretty. Everybody talks about Serena Williams.
I don't think they try to make her look pretty. I think she was just pretty. I think it just
Serena Williams
is.
When you always talk about Serena Williams, what do you say? Her body. You don't say her face. Nobody talks about Anna's body. They say she's what you said. First words out of your mouth. Exceptionally pretty.
Me personally, when it comes to my taste in women, I prefer body over face. But that's just me as a man.
But as a man, also body.
I can't be mad at that take, honestly.
Me neither.
I can't hate
Face
him for
is
that. As
kinda
much as
what
I
you
hate
want
Vlad, I can't hate him for that take. Because goddamn, I kind of agree. He cooking with that.
Oh God, like, hey, don't we all?
Like, bro.
Children to kind of look like and what you want to walk.
Like, a nigga can fall in love with you from just looking at you from behind sometimes.
Man, it'd be like,
I gotta go talk to that.
Yeah, like, no way.
Like, bro.
Walk into the company function with.
Depends.
You don't want to walk into the company function with a girl with a big ass. Even the thought process of big ass, the first thing you and I as a man, what do we think of when we see a girl with a big butt? Want to hit it from behind.
Sexualizer.
A pretty woman is one, and I've seen it on my show.
It ain't nothing
Every time
sweet.
I have a woman that's like pretty, she might not have a body, but you watch the comments, the guys say, I'd marry her. Watch the girl with the body, they don't say that. They say something completely different. How do you think we go to strip clubs? It ain't because we looking for a pretty woman.
Right, because you're not trying to have a daughter with a crazy body. This is just not something as a father that you were trying to accomplish. You want to keep your daughter off the pole. Like, this is not, you're not trying to have a daughter with a crazy huge ass and all that other shit. And in general, and this is.
I would be low key kind of slutty. I ain't even gonna lie.
That's crazy,
bro. I ain't gonna lie because let's be real. It's gonna put her in the best position to get the man she want. But I'm like, bro, there's gonna be all types of dudes like trying to lust after my daughter, look at her a weird way, and that's gonna make me want to tear a couple people's heads off. But I'm just saying, But hey,
like, and you gotta imagine, I would just say 8 out of 10 of those dudes that are approaching, they don't fuck shit.
yeah, they don't fuck shit. They don't want nothing.
They don't want nothing
But to hit.
but to feel that booty.
Oh, man.
This is something that
Men can compartmentalize. Be honest, we can say that we want a woman for the night and we want a woman for life.
100%.
We separate them. Women, you can go from being a woman's
100%.
friend to being a woman's husband.
But the reality of wives and male-female relationships is that it ultimately comes down to the relationship and the personality.
Yes.
If you are trying to find a life partner based on how pretty that person's face is, it is not going to work out in the long term.
No.
That face will get wrinkled and ugly over time.
Just like the body will.
Especially if you're.
The titties ain't gonna sit as pretty as they once did. The ass might not have the shape it once, was able to hold. So that's why it is important to kind of look past that at a certain level.
But you can beat time if you work out and eat right.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you're white.
Oh, man.
Okay.
All right. Take your multivitamins, too.
It's just the reality of it.
Right, but
Wrinkled and old. I'm not going to say ugly because there's nothing ugly about being old. But wrinkled and old, it will not be the same face that you saw 40, 50 years ago.
Very true. But your thought going into a
Make sure to like the video,
first
man. We
date with a
appreciate y'all
girl
tuning
who's
in
really
tonight.
pretty and modest. It's completely different than a girl who just got these big. Because she'll get a girl with big breasts and big ass, and she could look like the bottom of my shoe. And she's gonna get a date from me. If she got a body like that, I dated one in college who looked like she's like a nigga who used to play running back on the football team, but her body was ridiculous. Her face was horrible.
Okay.
But I went out with her.
Right.
I didn't tell nobody. I told them, yeah, I did that, but that wasn't gonna be my girlfriend. I wouldn't want to have my child, a little girl, have to live with that face for the rest of her life. There's a Chinese man who sued a Chinese woman.
Yeah, I heard.
You saw that? See?
I heard about it because
You don't want that for your kids, man.
I actually made a tweet that went somewhat viral that said, fellas, the woman you have kids with is going to look. Your kids are going to look like her before the plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Sure, you see? Look at the old pictures and
Before she went and got that jaw chiseled, that nose, that rhinoplasty.
Got it. And if you don't got it, oof, man. Look, hey, let's hope she got it.
The collagen in her forehead for the wrinkles. Like, they be doing it's a lot of stuff I didn't know they did, bro.
Man.
A lot, and bro, that stuff takes like upkeep. Like, you have to keep going back for some of that stuff.
Oh yeah, but that's what's crazy though. You gotta do upkeep to keep your face looking like
Bruh. It's crazy.
But crazy.
So you have to understand, it is one thing that a man thinks of. It's in our genetics to want to have the best brood, bloodline, whatever you want to call it, that we possibly can. And when you look at someone that's they're struggling facially, you say, why would I want to condemn my children to that?
You greedy.
It's the same thing in the black community. I remember growing up feeling so bad about my skin color that I said I want to marry a white woman because I wouldn't. It would be child abuse if I have a child my color and put them through what I went through.
You said that?
And I did it for
Yeah,
the whole.
as a kid, I remember thinking,
You think that
I
was
will
race?
not date somebody. And do you know that most black people feel the same way? We won't date someone our same color. Dark-skinned girls do not want dark-skinned dudes because they don't want to have a dark-skinned child who went through what they went through as children.
There was a phase, and we talked about this earlier, about how at one point, light-skinned dudes
Bro, ran the game.
were in style.
Ran the game, bro.
But then
Chris Brown and Drake, low-key, like, kind of...
Tyson Beckford,
Michael Jordan.
Shit, even
Michael
before
Jordan.
that, like
Pretty Ricky and...
LL Cool J
Yeah,
was one of
man.
the pretty boys for the girls back in the
Bro, in our
90s.
time, though. In our time, it was Pretty
Yeah,
Ricky,
Chris Brown,
like, bro, it
for
was
sure. Even Tyga a little bit. He was
Yeah.
like a rapper on the light skin side. I'm trying to think who else had him too.
Drake, of course.
Drake, of course.
I don't even know.
There was a few other little teeny boppers that had him, man.
or Tyrese. Those guys came in the picture. And in fact, Tyson Beckford, who I've known for a while, became the most famous male model, I think, ever. I cannot think of a male model's name outside of Tyson Beckford. Can you?
Who the fuck?
No,
I can't
but I
think
try
of
not
no
to
male
think of
model's
male
name.
models,
Like,
but
But you heard of Tyson Beckford.
Right. Because he's a dark-skinned man. I looked up.
He was really
I
popular,
know
but I
dark-skinned
can't
men because there's a
Give him a
dark-skinned
face
man
right now
I
with
like
that
Wesley
name.
Snipes.
I've heard the name.
Wesley
though.
I know Wesley's name because as a dark-skinned kid, he was like, you can do it. You can make it. They may have thought, because I can Let me tell you what happened when not Tyson, but Tyrese. First time he was on a commercial was a Coca-Cola commercial.
Right,
He
I
had on
remember that,
headphones.
yeah.
He was singing.
Probably.
My mother was watching this commercial. Do you know my whole family started laughing at how black and ugly he was? He can tell you of how he used to get treated before he got money. The skin color wasn't a plus. Wow. The guys you're naming, guess what they all are? Rich. Once you become rich, you're not ugly anymore. Your dark skin doesn't matter.
Well,
seriously, that's what
rich
it is.
ugly people out there.
As
I
a
know,
famous
but
rapper once said, "This money make me handsome."
He ain't lied.
Flav is not considered the epitome of beauty.
Right, but you still get women like right now. But if you ask black women, say you don't like dark skinned men. Yes, we do. The first name come out of their mouth will be Morris Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut.
Bro.
Right.
But your Morris Chestnut is so 80s and 90s. Why are they still using the same name? You don't have to come up with an old school light
Like it ain't
skinned
been
woman.
a fine dark skinned man since him. Like, come on now.
Bro, I do like to hold a lot of girls to that point. I'm like, now, sweetheart, you with this nigga because, you know, you like a dark-skinned nigga, or you with him because you can't get the light-skinned nigga? Sometimes you really gotta hold women to that point.
Like
and
they
be
make dark skinned niggas play second.
Yeah, pretty much. And it'd be vice versa. It might be vice versa on some other women. But I'm just real with you. I've seen it. I've seen girls, all right, I can't get the light skinned nigga. I'm just gonna go get the dark skinned nigga.
Fuck all that.
Yep.
I'm going to talk about who's
Don't
pretty.
be that nigga.
But they do with us. These men all had to, what made it change from light skinned guys to dark skinned guys was sports. Michael Jordan even changed the idea of a bald headed man. Bald headed man wasn't cute other than Kojak. Michael Jordan was the first one because he was so popular. Now everybody wants that thing.
True.
You look at all of these dudes with dreads. Once you get something that's rich, everybody can now look like that.
Bob Marley.
Right?
Chief
But
Keef.
you look at the Chicago, the Chirac look now.
Yeah,
that
Chief
look
Keef.
that had gone. We had gotten bald fades and boxes. Nobody
Now,
walked
everybody
around
you
like
know
that.
got locks.
Bro, I thought that's where it was going. I thought it was going bald fades and beards.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Growing up, it was bald fades and. Bro, come on, tell me everybody didn't have that afro in high school too.
Yeah, low-key.
With the little
Curly
sponge
fro.
curl.
Yeah.
Bro, you already know. You already fucking know.
Amen. Because once you have a guy that's rich doing something, tight pants. Once you got a guy that's rich doing it, we have an easier time than women. That's why I feel bad for women. Because a guy, all we have to do is get money. Right. I look at myself
okay.
as a 40-year-old man. Do you think I would be able to talk to a 20-year-old woman if I was a guy who worked at McDonald's?
No.
If I was just a regular guy, she'd say, my dad's your age. But because of who I am, they don't find a problem with it now.
Well, money changes the equation, period.
Yes, but women don't have that. That's why I feel bad for
women
people
have
like Serena.
plastic surgery.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? Like Serena. If Serena was a man, she would be able to just walk around in a suit and be astute and whatever and still be considered sexy because he's rich. Because she's a woman, like people say, I will sleep with Oprah. No one says I will marry Oprah without saying I won't have her money.
Hey,
but there are women who are with.
Okay, I always just say this. I'm like, bruh, for dudes who are already seen as attractive by women, imagine what these hoes gonna do when you got money. Yeah, like you think about it. You're cute now. Oh, well,
and you got
damn.
money.
Oh man, at that point, I don't know. You're damn near like Fabio to these hoes, man. I ain't gonna lie.
You stupid.
Coming in flocks.
Man, you is. If you're black, you're damn near Trey Songz. If you're white, man, look, you're Fabio. Congratulations, you've achieved.
You got them.
With guys and have.
Oprah's never been known as a very attractive.
That's what I'm saying.
That's probably why
Whoopi
she's single
Goldberg.
now. Like she probably know. Like ain't nobody coming over here because my dashing good looks.
Like if you smack Oprah, bro, you doing it for the bread.
Yeah, she know y'all want one of them bees. Like, come on.
Whoopi Goldberg has not been known as a extremely attractive.
Too.
Like, yeah, you got hella those.
You got one of those
Then there was
lying around
also
here under the couch somewhere.
Naomi Campbell's in the world. These were also women who did not get to where they were based on their looks. You see what I'm saying? Right. Oprah was not just the hottest girl, and that's why she kept getting them TV shows, and her company came together based on her looks and so forth. It was because of her business sense.
Megyn Kelly.
And her talent of interviewing people and putting together a company.
Megyn Kelly, Aaron Andrews.
Appreciate y'all tuning in,
Megyn
man.
Kelly
Make sure I like
Fox,
the video.
Hottie.
Yep, 12
That's what they call it,
13
Fox
on
Hottie.
YouTube.
Megyn
man.
Kelly.
That's damn near a record.
The young girl, Tommy Loren.
The white girl.
Yeah. They keep calling them hot. Name the black one in television that they call hot. Name one.
Well.
Black women on television.
Yep.
Who who people consider hot?
That they're big time like that.
Big time like that. So you're talking about black female like sports announcers or TV show hosts or so forth?
Erin Andrews is a sports announcer.
Okay.
She's the hottest one now. The hottest black one was, her name is, God, I can't remember. All they do is make fun of these bad weaves she has.
She's like an NBA analysis.
Pam Oliver.
Right. If that's what I'm talking about, who you're talking about, hold on. Pam Oliver.
And Pam be on TV looking bad, dog.
Hold on a second. Let me look at
Pam Oliver. Pam Oliver and Fox.
Right. I mean, she got sort of like...
See how his face? He's like, you're right.
I kind of think that's her own fault because the first time, because I'm not really a sports guy, but the first time that I saw Pam Oliver, I saw this. See? But her weave does sort of look Chewbacca-like.
But that's what I mean by that.
This has nothing.
Hey, Vlad, you gotta get verified before you say shit like that.
Oh, that's he got a black wife. Black women out here handing out black cards, bro. Man, but we can't help the black community. Ain't that
Who invited this nigga to the cookout? He feel like he valid to say shit like that. Y'all done put the battery in this nigga back. He over here talking about crispy weaves. Man. I never want to hear that come out your mouth again, Vlad. Setting Key Media checking your ass right here on camera. We don't want to hear that shit.
Cause you one of them boys.
We don't want to hear you say nigga no more, bro.
Exactly to do with her looks or her complexion. She just has a crazy looking weave.
Another thing that black women have to struggle with.
Okay.
I was showing her. We walk around, and I said, black women say other races of women wear weaves. I said, but you don't find a white woman who works at Popeye's Chicken with a $300 weave in her head. Ooh. As a matter of fact, if they do get any kind of thing, it's called an extension, a clip-in. They don't sew their hair up to sew another type of hair that looks completely different than theirs.
I think, unfortunately, natural black hair is not as accepted in American society as it should be. Me personally, I dated a lot of black women in my day, and I actually kind of dig the whole natural hair thing.
Wearing your natural hair, I just don't get it.
I'm gonna be real with you. And the thing is, this is going insecurity because we feel nothing about it. They're just afraid to wear the afro. It's like, I don't know. Like, no, you want your hair to be nice and long. We don't care.
Straight,
wavy.
You
want your hair to be like little Tina girl or the white girl.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'd rather you wear your afro. I'd rather you take out the extensions and actually groom your real hair, because a lot of y'all hair is trash just because you keep on putting all these wigs on and all these products and glue on the shit. It's you who want that, not black men. It's you.
I'm talking about a protective style. Like, come on, bro. The best protection you could do is letting your shit grow, breathe, and get some vitamin D.
God, like, man, get some dreads, go on afro, braids or something, but make sure it's your natural hair.
Man. It ain't nothing, bro. It ain't nothing more sexy than a girl who rocking that shit naturally and proudly and confidently. Whether it be a fro, some locks, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't never look at a girl in her natural hair and be like, oh, she should have put a weave in.
Right.
Y'all do that.
Especially when you could tell they put the intention and the care into it. It looks good every time.
It's women who pressure women into wearing weaves.
It really is.
Exactly. And I remember always seeing the surprise when I would say that. Like, I kind of like just have your hair natural. It looks dope.
I've had girls thought I was playing with her when she took her stuff out, and I was like, you look so much better with your natural. She thought I was joking. They have gotten to the point where they hate themselves and how they look so much that they will do that. Because remember, if black people say it's acceptable, the rest of the world will accept it. It's the same thing happened with big butts, remember? Big butts weren't acceptable. Now they are because,
So pretty much, bro, I like you with your natural hair.
What did he say?
What did you say?
No one's ever told me that.
Black women couldn't hide it. It was theirs, and they were proud of it.
Kim Kardashian made big butts acceptable.
White girls?
She put big butts on the mainstream for white girls. It was bro. It was girls walking around every hood in America with some ass, my nigga.
Oh God.
Way before then, fucking with the D boys and the local rappers. Like, it has been a part of our culture to like some ass.
J-Lo, yeah.
J-Lo was
even
the
before
first
BBL,
one that they were like,
like
my point is, like, black women were like, this is how I look. It is what it is.
Bro, shit,
but these same black women will do like how Azalea Banks.
More cushion for the pushing.
Claim that she loves melanin so much, get her a white man, brag about it, then finally get caught being the woman who's bleaching her skin.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that Azalea Banks has
crazy
mental issues.
But they all do. Look at Lil' Kim.
I wouldn't say they all do.
Not they all, but I'm saying those people who are doing that, who are lightening their skin. Like Sammy Sosa would have.
Sammy Sosa looks crazy. Azalea Banks, I have no idea why she would do it. I mean, I guess my thing is that she always seems so pro-black.
Exactly.
And then to turn around, and she talked about what the brown paper bag test.
Nice.
Which I thought was weird.
Now you understand what I'm talking about when I said.
But Azealia Banks is also, I feel, mentally fucked up. Like she does shit that normal people don't do.
Well, now you understand what I meant when I was talking about Tyreek, though. If he's so pro-black, why would he be the one making fun of his person's skin color? Out of all the things you can make fun of me about.
Man, Tommy over here cooking it up on Vlad TV, man. Definitely gave a fire part 2, man. We gonna clip this up for y'all. Come back with a part 3. Hopefully y'all, I know y'all enjoyed the parts 1 and 2. So part 3 is bound to be fire, man.
Look out for it.
What you think on that set?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, it was a banger though. I like the point where it got to, because I'm not sure if he already got to. He was talking about how like black people make fun of other black people being dark, and how he kept his daughter away from his mom because he was like, oh yeah, she's too dark, and I don't want her to tell her that. I'm like, damn.
Yep. He told him he started the interview by telling about how his mom would always shade him about his skin color. And he thought she was joking, but she said she was joking, but he'd be like, man, I really hear that though.
I'm like, I feel you dead ass.
Like, cause imagine, bro, you getting shamed about your tone, and you can't change that, nigga. But beyond what, like bleaching it, like,
no, not really.
That's crazy. But man, hopefully y'all enjoyed that video, man. Tommy gave a fire perspective. Make sure to like the video on the way out. It's Set and Key Media, man. You got Set and Key in this mug, bro.
We'll be back with more.
Let's go, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We out. Peace.
All right, see you on the next one.